This stop is 6th Avenue and West 36th Street. Next stop, 6th Avenue and West 42nd Street. This stop is 6th Avenue and West 42nd Street. Next stop, 6th Avenue and West 45th Street. This stop is 6th Avenue and West 45th Street. Next stop, 6th Avenue and West 48th Street. This stop is 6th Avenue and West 48th Street. Next stop, 6th Avenue and West 55th Street. This stop is 6th Avenue and West 55th Street. Next stop, East 59th Street and Park Avenue. This stop is East 59th Street and Park Avenue. Next stop, East 59th Street and Lexington Avenue. This stop is East 59th Street and Lexington Avenue. Next stop, Northern Boulevard and 72nd Street. Transfers available to Q47 and Q66. This stop is Northern Boulevard and 72nd Street. Next stop, Northern Boulevard and 87th Street. Transfer available to Q49. This stop is Northern Boulevard and 87th Street. Next stop, Northern Boulevard and Parsons Boulevard. Transfers available to Q13 and Q28. This stop is Northern Boulevard and Parsons Boulevard. Next stop, Northern Boulevard and 149th Street. Transfers available to Q15 and Q15A. This stop is Northern Boulevard and 149th Street. Next stop, Northern Boulevard and 159th Street. This stop is Northern Boulevard and 159th Street. Next stop, Northern Boulevard and 166th Street. Transfers available to Long Island Railroad, Q12 and N20G. This stop is Northern Boulevard and 166th Street. Next stop, Northern Boulevard and 168th Street. This stop is Northern Boulevard and 168th Street. Next stop, Northern Boulevard and 190th Street. This stop is Northern Boulevard and 190th Street. Next stop, Northern Boulevard and 194th Street. This stop is Northern Boulevard and 194th Street. Next stop, Northern Boulevard and Francis Lewis Boulevard. Transfer available to Q76. This stop is Northern Boulevard and Francis Lewis Boulevard. Next stop, Northern Boulevard and Clearview Expressway. This stop is Northern Boulevard and Clearview Expressway. Next stop, Northern Boulevard and Bella Boulevard. Transfer available to Q31. This stop is Northern Boulevard and Bella Boulevard. Next stop, Northern Boulevard and 217th Street. This stop is Northern Boulevard and 217th Street. Next stop, Northern Boulevard and 220th Place. This stop is Northern Boulevard and 220th Place. Next stop, Northern Boulevard and 223rd Street. This stop is Northern Boulevard and 223rd Street. Next stop, Northern Boulevard and Douglaston Parkway. This stop is Northern Boulevard and Douglaston Parkway. Next stop, Northern Boulevard and Marathon Parkway. This stop is Northern Boulevard and Marathon Parkway. Next stop, Little Neck Parkway and Northern Boulevard. Transfers available to Q36 and Q36 Limited. This stop is Little Neck Parkway and Northern Boulevard. Next stop, Little Neck Parkway and Annandale Lane. This stop is Little Neck Parkway and Annandale Lane. Next stop, Nassau Boulevard and Little Neck Parkway. Transfer available to Q30. This is the last stop. This stop is Nassau Boulevard and Little Neck Parkway. This is QM3 to Little Neck Parkway. A fare is required to ride.